My name is Harold Simon. I lived in Stephen Village all my life. I've kind of made this my hometown. I was born and raised. I was born in Canada at the hospital way back in the 40s, and then we moved here to Stephen Village, where I grew up. I got involved with the council here several times, not a lot of times because I was always away working, trying to support my family. So just recently I started getting involved with the village council and also with the corporation. Now, way back in 1971, when the corporation was first mentioned, we had to select all our land, and so for a couple of years there, I just, all I did was record everything that we want to select with the land claims, So we got that done, and it took a fair amount of time, but I enjoyed that. Later on, we got involved with Randy here about 16, 17 years ago, and so he started doing a lot of things, in moving us in our council into a different direction, because of the downsizing of the federal government and the state government. As far as monies are concerned, we have to look for some other monies that might be available to help us venture into new grounds as far as establishing our traditional language, other than being able to educate our children, to the best of their abilities. And this is my main focus. I mean, a long time ago, there was only about 7 kids in school, in grade school, when we were under BIA. But now that we're under the state, we have to have a certain amount of kids, and this really puts a bind on our traditional way of living, because a lot of our people gone that way and gone this way, and then so we don't have that many kids here. But then now, hopefully that things will change, and I'd like to see a big change, because I have a big dream for this village, not a small dream, but a big dream, and I'd like to see a lot of things change, So, well, our way of living, I don't want to lose the values of our traditional living, because it just brings back memories of how we used to survive a long time ago, And so I never forgot that. And I always made Stephen Village my home base as far as living, as far as going out in the woods, cutting my own wood and driving the snow machine. I remember when I was a little kid, we used to have dog teams. And so that's what we used to haul our water, haul our ice, and haul our wood. But nowadays things have changed. We graduated to snow machines, and that's how we get our wood, snow machines. And we used to have the old wood saw. Now we had the sweet saw, and now we got the chainsaw. And I don't know what to make that noise when you pull that little cord, and it makes some kind of noise, and So that's how we graduate from our traditional way of living, And I'll probably live another 100 years, and I'd like to see the change really affect our kids, in some of the traditional values I'd like to keep, because it's really important for our children to be able to survive. If everything disappeared, we'd like to be able to go out in the woods and gather what we needed to survive. We kind of like to have our own kind of programs that'll teach us how to study fish and game, to be able to have them produce and be there for us, when we need our traditional foods, And so.